Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to ChriswithaC RC. Today we are going to be, well, something a little bit different. Kind of a review, kind of a how-to video. I sent a little package from Mr Ben Davies of Bigfoot Customs. And we're going to be installing some mud guards and cable tidies for the DR8. So what we're going to do now is probably bounce down onto the table and I'll show you what comes with the mud guards and hopefully, fingers crossed, we're going to fit into the car. So a bit of a how-to at the same time. But if you're wondering, yes, my face fell off. So the beard is gone for now. I just fancied a bit of a clean, a bit of a shave. And yeah, so let's get back to it. DR8, let's go. Yeah, so thank you for joining me again today, guys. As I say, we're going to be putting some mud guards on the trusty DR8 from FTX. Really enjoying this vehicle at the moment, and obviously I'm looking at upgrades and parts and so on and so forth. There's going to be more coming for it as well. I'm going to have some bits soon from Custom RC upgrades as well. But I was sent these from my good friend Mr Ben Davies, Bigfoot Customs. So I'll show you what they are, guys. Let's move the DR8 out of the way. So one of the things I noticed with the DR8 when we were running it is obviously all the mud there was, because obviously four-wheel drive was shooting up towards the back, towards the drive shafts, and the rear drive shafts are getting all clogged up, and we're having a bit of a time keeping them clean. When we were up in Lam 10, there was all moss wrapped around the drive shafts and everything. So what Ben actually does is he's custom printed some rear mud guards for the back of the DR8. So the way these would work is obviously these then sit on the suspension arms, and obviously any mud and stuff is then caught on the mud guard itself. For example, I've got a set of these on the big rock. I will show you that on the channel as well at some point. But the amount of dirt and debris that these save getting on your drive shafts is unbelievable. But there's a little, I don't know whether you can, camera will pick it. There you go, there's the Bigfoot. As you can see, it's got a recessed hole there, obviously, for your screw to go through. That's the rear of the mud guard there, guys. Very, very nicely printed as well. It's got a real nice quality to it. Some 3D printed parts I've had in the past, they look great online, but when you actually receive them, they're not so good. But not so much with Ben's, in all fairness to the guy. He's done a really nice job by you. Also sent me some Bigfoot Custom stickers, which we'll find a nice place. Probably I'd say about there on each side. That's going to look nice. Happy days. He's also sent me some of these cable tidies, guys. So obviously one of the things I'm quite, I wouldn't say I'm anal about, but you know, I'd like to try and make sure that all my cables are nicely tidied up and all running in a certain fashion. So these, and they, as you can see, your cables for your motor, you clip them all on and they all run neat and tidy on the car. But that's what they look like there. Bigfoot printed on them. And in the bag, he's also sent me some stainless screws as well, guys. Is the camera going to pick that up? There you go. All right, and I'll show you in a second. So yeah, great. I really like the quality of them, obviously. So really nice. So what we're going to do now is we'll actually fit into the car, and very, very simple to do, actually, guys. Really simple. So I just need to take this wheel off here. I think what we'll do is remove the shell, and I'm using a big boy wrench. Reason being, I can't be bothered with those spanners that you get for them and stuff like that. Much easier. You can get a bit of purchase. I tend to know with one of these. Number one, I had one in the house anyway, 70mm socket, and two, I can actually get a nice bit of purchase on the wheel itself then. See, now, this is something I'm going to have to get sorted. I think I'm going to have to bore out the centre of these with a a body reamer or something like that, basically, because they are just a little bit tight to get on and off. Right, so where we're going to be attaching them, guys, that's the question. All right, so as you can see by there is there's a screw there basically for your sway bar to fit into, so it's going to be going there. All right, so what that, as you can see, then what happens then is all the mud and everything gets deflected. So what we're going to need for it is a question. Let's have a look. So it does look like it's going to be a 2mm. So for the purpose of the video, to make it nice and quick, is 2mm bit. Oh, it's a 1.5 actually. Let's try again. 2mm bit. There you go. And we're going to put that on the electric screwdriver and remove it. While we're here, guys, just want to say thank you for all the likes and shares and the comments on the channel at the moment. Really appreciate the people taking the time out to actually watch the videos and comment, and it's becoming a little bit of a community. I am enjoying interacting with people on there. So can I get in there with the screwdriver is a question. No, let's try by, we're going to revert back to manual. Okay, so old faithful screwdrivers. There you go. Just remove this screw back here. And what I do like as well is even accounted for. There's a, as you see there, guys, I don't know if the camera will pick that up, but there's a little ridge going through the actual suspension arm. And if you look on the mud guards, he's actually accounted for that as well. So really nice. Well done, Ben. Let's remove this screw. So by the looks on things, the screw he's actually provided is longer as well, because obviously it's got to go through the actual mud guard, as well as it's got to go through the mud guard as well as the arm. So that's the screw that comes with. As you can see, a little bit longer. Yeah, nice. Okay. So these look to be actually 2.5mm. Let me just check. So he provided 2.5mm screws. Yeah, that's right. So the ones that come out 2mm, and you're actually going to be putting there 2.5. Right, so let's have a look. Does this come up by here? Yes. So take this part out here, obviously where it's been put together, rip that out. So there you go. So that's that groove now will sit and bind up to the actual arm itself. Really nice. Take this part out as well. Just take that out, and this is all part of the 3D printing process. Just pick it up because I've dropped it on the floor. Right, so as you can see now, obviously we've taken this piece out, and that then goes in there. And then we get our screw. That's then going through here, like so. Got your 2.5mm driver. And we're just going to place it straight back through. Very simple, very easy to do, guys. It's not hard. If I can do this, anyone can. So I'm just going to make sure it butts up nicely there. And there you go. That's one mud guard fitted. Just going to check this screw one more time. Make sure it's fully in. And that should pull. There you go, nice and tight. Okay, so I'll just move it up to the camera. Fingers crossed you can see then. As you can see. So what that'll actually stop now is any debris coming from the front of the car. It'll stop these drive shafts getting mucky and dirty. Really, really nicely done. Thank you very much, my friend Ben. Really nice. So I'll just pop the wheel back on. Get the wheel from this side. I think that's fully screwed down. Yes, it is. Let me just check one more time. I like to be not cautious, but just make sure basically. Yeah, that's tight. That's tight. Really nicely made. So, wheel. Let's get the wheel back on. And the good thing is the way they're designed, guys, they won't foul either. So as you can see, they actually go in the inside of the wheel and they're not fouling at all. Cracking. Put the wheel nut back on. I'm going to put a link in the description for his Facebook group, guys. You can contact him on Facebook, and that way then you can speak to Ben himself and you'll be able to place an order with him. There you go, nice and tight. And as you can see, mud guards fitted. Lovely. Not fouling, no problems. So let's do the other side quickly, shall we? Let's take this wheel off again. Now, would I class this as an essential upgrade? Yes. Something I have noticed, for if you're going to be bashing, especially in the kind of areas that I do, so e.g., I don't know, muddy areas or places where there's, you know, debris or stuff like that that's going to flick up into your drive shafts, it does become a pain in the backside when you're running out, sort of, especially with the capacity of these batteries that these cars use, guys. It can be a nuisance having to stop the car every 5 minutes to, you know, take some of the absolute rubbish that gathers on these drive shafts. So yeah, it's for the sake of what they cost, all right. I would say it is an upgrade. And it's a good, you know, it's money well spent. I can remember the first time I put the mud guards on, I thought to myself, well, why isn't there mud guards for the front? Well, obvious reasons, because the car, you're not going to get mud coming in. Anyway, it was just one of my thoughts. I was like, right, okay, fair enough, I get it. What a plum. Again, guys, I'm going to be doing more content on the DR8 as time goes on. I do have a little bit of a trick as well. I gained from one of the guys on Facebook on the DR8 owners group. I changed around. No, we had the problem with the servo the other day. Well, basically, I think it's more to do with the actual design of the car. Rather than something that I did to the vehicle. So what I've actually done is put the standard FTX servo back in. I have ordered another one, mine, so we're going to be going for a 35 kilogram. But for the moment, I put the 15 kilogram back in. And I've just a little trick that I was shown on Facebook, and I'll show you in a second. But I think that could be the reason why a lot of the time the car seemed to be not turning great on one side and then another, and the other problem I had was I think I overcooked the servo, overcooked the turning at one point, and which caused the servo to actually stop itself on part of the car, and basically I overstrained the servo then, if that's the best way I can put it. That's better, I can do it this way. There you go. So, that's another one fitted, guys. As you can see, really nice. Really, really nice. Let's put the wheel back on. If I can get this back on. Really do need to ream these out a bit. There you go. On it goes, wheel nut on, and that is the back of the car all sorted. Thank you, Ben Davies, for the mud guards. Fingers crossed. That's going to keep a fair amount of debris and rubbish when I'm out running the car. There you go, guys. As you can see, that's the mud guards fitted on the back of the car. Let me focus it up a bit better. There you go. So, mud guard on the front, mud guard on the front, happy days. The other thing is these little cable tidies. You know, where was I going to put one of these? So, where you got your 3 motor wires here, you can do, clip one over there, clip one over there, clip one over there, job done. And then repeat the process wherever you feel like on the car. So let's say I could have another white one by here then. Obviously for these wires. One there, one there, one there. Like so. Keeping them all neat and tidy. And what I'm going to do in a bit off camera, I'll probably do these ones here as well. Definitely makes things a lot neater there, I know that much. But yeah, so that little cheeky little upgrade, okay? Let me just show you. So I worked out basically the FTX servo only came to around about there, the servo arm. All right, so you had less throw on there, number one. And the other thing is this turnbuckle was actually mounted on the top. Now, if you look carefully, that is the maximum throw of where the servo needs to be there, all right? So if we had that turnbuckle on top, where the plastic was, it was only, the actual lock on the steering was only actually able to get to you without bottoming out. So all you do, guys, is for anyone else watching this with an FTX, is flip it over, all right? Undo these, undo this. You can get these servo arms from, I don't know, you probably look on eBay. They come with most of the servos you get from China anyway. 25 tooth servo saver. Put it on the furthest end here. Flip this turnbuckle over, and then the amount of steering travel you got is unbelievable. You're not stressing your servo out, as you can see. So anyway, nice quick video. I hope you enjoyed it. Once again, massive thank you to Mr Ben Davies at Bigfoot Customs. And that was my quick look at his FTX DR8 mud guards and also the cable tidies. Thank you very much for watching the video. Make sure you like, share and subscribe. And until next time, guys, take care.